All right, I believe we are live now.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for our third Thursday board chat, the May edition, of course. So we are really excited. We've got big news to share with you. But first, I just want to say I hope everybody is staying safe and healthy as much as possible. It's definitely interesting times here, but it's thanks to technology, we certainly haven't slowed down at NC Normal. So I'm Katrina. I am the new executive director, and I'm actually going to introduce you to all the new board members and let them introduce themselves, but also say a couple of words from the board members who are not renewing this term. So first of all, we have on the screen that you can see here, Ann Karin. Sorry, I'm really not going in order. It's just how my Zoom looks. So Ann Karin is the new treasurer. And just by the way, let me back up and say, if you are surprised by hearing new board announcements, we've got some emails and information out on the website that you can check out just to get up to date. This was kind of a lengthy process, and so we're really excited to finally be here. Um, we started back and sorry, I know I'm jumping all over the place, but back last summer, we started with our merge process. So my joke is that we kind of birthed the baby here because we had to do the merging and the bylaws and keep things running, and also recruit and select a new board. So we're excited to be at this point. I introduced Ann. Now I'm going to move on to Zach Lentz, who is our new board chair. Dylan Reinhardt is the secretary, and Lauren Scheel is the deputy director. So that's everybody. And before I turn the mics over to them, I just wanted to read off. So the board members who are still very much involved and on the team, but who couldn't be here tonight, I wanted to just read off their statements. Excuse me. We have Abner Brown, which many of you know has been our executive director for a few years, and he what he wanted to say is, as I'm scrolling, he says, I'm excited to see how NC Normal has taken shape over the last few years, and even happier to know the future of the organization is in some of the most capable, hardworking hands I've met before. The new board and group of volunteers work tirelessly to bring the changes we desperately need in NC. We can't do it alone, though. We need you to stand up and take action for real comprehensive cannabis reform. There's many forms of activism, not all are out in front of the media. Several things need to be done behind the scenes to ensure NC Normal is operating as a well-oiled machine, and the help always is welcome. I also wanted to say thank you to all the hardworking people I've met over the last few years as executive director of NC Normal. The experiences have taught me a great deal and wouldn't change it for the world. I look forward to continue working with the new NC Normal board and volunteers in a different capacity to see how quickly we can bring real comprehensive cannabis reform to NC. Thank you and take care, Abner Brown. And Tim Lounsbury, who was the deputy director, says that he's just so impressed by everyone for building this organization into a respectable, effective force of change. And Joe Kilpatrick is our treasurer, or was treasurer, and he was not able to be here, but I'm sure that he's in the chat and will probably share a message of his own. So moving on, let me just kick it over to some of my fellow board members here to just kind of introduce themselves and say where they're at. Again, I'm Katrina, and I am over in Hillsborough in Orange County. And I'll kick it over to Zach, our fearless board chair.
Everybody, I'm Zach. I'm the board chair. I'm from Winston-Salem, and I'm looking forward to meeting some of y'all with our targeted county events coming up.
On to Dylan, secretary.
Yeah, I'm Dylan Reinhardt. I've been involved in NC for a little while now and am transitioning from the events committee into the secretary position. I'm looking forward to helping assist getting our members the information they need and getting more involved.
And on to Anne, who is helping man the Facebook page over there. You're muted, honey.
Good evening, everyone. I'm so excited to be part of this great team. The new treasurer, and I've been involved since about 2012 on and off with NC Normal, and was previously the treasurer for Charlotte Normal. So I feel like this is going to be a tremendous 2 years.
And over to Lauren Shield, deputy director.
Hey everyone, I'm Lauren. I live in the Charlotte area, and I am excited to work with the new board and work with a lot of great new volunteers to work for Cannabis.
And stay tuned. We'll have a next slate of leadership to announce soon, just to round out our leadership executive committee with all of our great committee chairs and leaders in the group. So moving right along, I just wanted to point out that our communications committee has been working hard. If you're not on our email list yet, you can go to our website, ncnormal.org, and click on Get Involved and fill out the form, and you'll start to get the emails. We recently rebranded. We used to send out what was called weekly 5-minute actions, and we're actually going to separate our weekly updates from true action alerts. So to do that, what you'll see on our website now and in future communications is that our weeklies are now weekly nuggets. So those will come each week with just news and what's happening in North Carolina and beyond. The longer form type blogs are called Cannabis Sessions, so you all know what that means. And finally, we've got our new category, which if you are on our email list, you got one yesterday, and those are the action alerts. And those will tell you when it's time to pick up the phone and call a lawmaker or shoot them an email, and we'll give you everything that you need. And we're always available to answer questions. So without further ado, I'm going to switch it. I'm going to let Zach take over and talk about some more things.
Yeah, so hopefully y'all have seen our petition going around. It's a very straightforward, simple petition stating that you support legalization in the state. It's really important that we, get some big numbers for this and are able to show that we have the support across the state. We know it's out there, but we really have to show them. Otherwise, they're just gonna not believe it. The other big thing that happens when you sign that petition is we get your county, and that's really important because we're using the counties to target certain events to find supporters that will help talk to their representatives that are key legislators that we've identified that play a big role in the General Assembly, and if their constituents were able to get to them and really help them understand the need for the change, that it could make a really big difference. We have an experienced lobbyist working with us that helps develop this plan and figure these counties out. So some of them that we'll actually be trying to have virtual events for in the very near future are Rockingham County, Cleveland County, Harnett, and Pender. So definitely if you're from those counties or you know anybody that is, get them to do the petition and give us that county data, and we'll be reaching out in the near future to the folks that we already have that have filled out the petition from those areas. Something else you might have seen going on recently is our hashtag MyNCCannabis story. And that's where folks submit their stories about how they've been affected by our just terrible laws. So I want to thank everybody that has submitted their story so far, and just hint at a big announcement about that to come in the next couple weeks. So look forward to that. We got any questions over there on Facebook?
Well, she
YouTube? Anywhere?
Janice was just saying, tell us more about the county events. I don't know, I just thanked her. I don't know if
we're
there
gonna we're gonna run out of time in a minute because we're using free Zoom. So
Yeah, we'll have it sorted out next time.
we will, but I do want to remind everyone to go to YouTube and make sure that you're following us there, subscribed, and ring the bell so that you'll get notified in the future of these things. Same thing with Facebook. You'll get a little notification whenever we go live. But we definitely appreciate you taking the time to check in with us. We are always happy to hear from you. So definitely give us a shout as you need anything. We're on all the socials. So that's always a good way to get our attention more quickly than email, because that is not making it to the top of my list these days. But any other comments or thoughts before we say goodnight?
Just that we look forward to working together and speaking with all you soon.
Yes, take care. Oh, make America. What is
Now
it?
make marijuana legal again.
Well,
My favorite.
Yes, I love it. All right. Well, thank you so much for checking in, and we will talk to you soon. Third Thursday every month. Take care.
See you.
Bye.